Morning all, welcome to Grandad's allotment. So today I'm going to be planting up the rest of my tomato plants in all the greenhouses and just a final bit of sowing. So I'll show you what I'm up to. So I'm just taking away the staging from where I had my seedlings, taking them all off so I can pop the tomato plants and chilli plants in there. I'll have to get rid of that bit of bindweed first though. Right, let's crack on. Right, I've got the first lot of tomatoes in. Look a bit limp, but good water, and I'll string them up shortly. I'm going to get the peppers in the front here. Before that, I'm going to do the other greenhouse, so I'll show you what I'm doing there. Right, so I'm in the middle greenhouse now. I'm going to pop the tomatoes in along here, and on the other side, 5 on each side. They're going direct into the ground this year. Normally I put them in pots sunk into the ground, but I haven't got enough compost to do that, so they're going to go direct into the ground. It's got a soaker system underneath the blue sheet anyway, so hopefully they'll be all right. They'll get their chances. Right, let's crack on. Right guys, it's another day. I'm coming to do a bit of watering, but I'm going to harvest my garlic as well, so I'll show you what I'm up to. Right, let's see what I've got here. So this was planted in November, I think. And it could really do with a bit longer, but I need to get it out. I need the beds. So, and I think, to be honest, I've got a bit of white rot on it. Tiny leaves. Not worth having. Not worth having. It's just not. We'll not have the rain. I'll swallow them up. Whole bed. And I'm starting to get white rot on it as well. One or two. But failure. Right, let's have a look. Let's see what I've got in the elephant garlic. Bit better. Not massive, but will do. too bad. These will keep going as well, but I need beds. And they've already got the seed. So that's not bad one. 34 holes on them. Not too bad, these ones. Not massive, but will do. There we go then, not too bad of a harvest. Not too bad, I'll clean them up and show you what I've got. So I'm just topping and tailing them here. And I'll put them in to dry. I don't keep the bulbils. I know some people will grow them on from the bulbils, but I just grow them from the actual cloves. So I'll just take it down to the nearest skin, chop the roots off. Some people will leave the roots on so they're all dry with the roots on. I don't bother. As long as it's to the nearest sort of clean skin, it gives you a good garlic. Now, most of these haven't split yet, so they might not, but it doesn't really matter. They all get used. You know, if some people with a big crop, they'll just blitz them up and put them in the freezer anyway. I tend to dry them. I smoke them as well, so I'll do a lot of smoked garlic. So I'll probably do a video showing you how I do that. Just a little homemade smoker with a couple of pans and a beer barrel. I haven't got a bad harvest. This is the elephant garlic. It's not too bad. There's no rot on it, so which is good. Unlike the other garlic, which has got white rot and it hasn't really done anything. pretty disappointed with that one. Never mind. And to be honest, that was garlic I bought from online, proper seed garlic from a decent source, and it's not come out as good as what my shop bought garlic did the year before. So I'll be going back to bog standard shop bought garlic in the future for planting, rather than I paid extra, you know, farming. You know, you get 10 cloves for a quid or what, 10 quid or whatever. You know, you can buy half a dozen garlic for that at the supermarket. Right, I'll not bore you with this, but I'll keep doing it, and I'll come back once I've finished. Right guys, so the one that I've just pulled up the other bed, which was the other was just normal Morrison's garlic. This is just the last of the elephant garlic. So it doesn't split, but that's not a problem. I'll use that fresh. So the other garlic, yeah, isn't too bad. It's all right. This was the Morrison's one. So it's not too bad, and I've just looked. The one that failed was the ones I bought, which was Ducot garlic. So I'll just be sticking with the normal shop bought garlic in the future, I think. And this hasn't got any rot on it at all, this shop bought stuff, whereas the other one did. So we'll crack on. Right, I'm just gonna plant up this bed. This is what I had my did cut garlic in. Just gonna give it a quick tickle over. I'm not going to put any onion because I've got onions to go in, you see, and leeks. I'm not going to put any in this one because this one had white rot, so I'll leave it for a year. Just give it a quick tickle over. Dry as sticks like. So I think I've got some broccoli to put in here. What's that? Broccoli or purple cauliflower, I can't remember. They're all just surface weeds, just tickle them over with the little thing. You can see how soft it is. And this is all just rubbish soil, to be honest. You know what I make up, top up every year. Right, I've got some compost. There's a quick mulch on the top. So this is just some homemade compost from grass cuttings and all bits of paper and stuff. And what I'm going to do, I've got a cement mixer at home. So every time I cut the grass, it goes into the cement mixer. You can see it is. You know, still got quite fresh. So every time I cut the grass, I put it in the cement mixer with a few leaves and some shredded paper and stuff, give it a tumble, and then every couple of days give it another spin for 5 minutes, and within 2 weeks you get this. And it's I mean, it's no good for potting and stuff, but it's a good top dressing or a mulch, you know, in your borders, and it would just be wasted. I used to have a brown bin that the council used to collect and stuff, but we've got to pay for them up here, and I thought, well, you know, why give it to them to use when I could use it, you know? So I do it myself now, and I get a couple of them tubs every couple of weeks, and it just goes onto my beds. It's a bit wet, this one. Didn't have many much brown in it, quite a bit of green stuff, but it all goes. Just knock the lumps out. Right. Quick to take it all out. Right. See what I've got to put in. So these are purple collie flowers. Put them in. A little hole. These are the last of the brassicas I had to put out, I think. Six in this bed. I'm going to put a couple of tomatoes in the middle. Purple collie. These have been outside for a couple of weeks, now hardening off. These have been in the greenhouse for ages. Right, that's the broccoli. Right, that's it. Just going to do the other beds now, see what I can get in the other beds. Right, I'm just going to do some of my leeks in this one. I've got loads to do. They look the same, but what I've got here are some leeks. I've just washed the soil off. These are Autumn Giant, and they should have been out ages ago, to be honest, but I just haven't had the beds. I've then got some silver skin onions, which I'm going to put in between the strawberries over there, and some Sensu yellow, and you can see they should have been out ages ago, so I'm going to put them in the other bed next to the roses over there. So I'm going to do the leeks first. So all I'm doing with this is just literally dip in a hole, rising a leek apart, and drop it in the hole. I don't even know if you can see that. Dip in a hole. The trouble is, the soil is that soft. It's just falling back in. Dip a hole, and drop it on in. Some people cut the tops off. And got the tops and the bottoms. So they'll trim the roots and trim the top. I don't bother, they'll get their chance. Everything gets its chance. Not enough hours in the day for stuff like that. Farmers don't do that, do they? These will get a good watering in. Right, I'll not bore you with that. I'll come back to you when it's all done. Right, so I'll just show you what I've planted up. A couple of tomatoes in the middle there, and some collies around the outside. 4 collies. And my leeks, autumn giant. In that bed, this bed, I've got my purple collies, a few celeriac, 4 celeriac, a couple of tomatoes in the middle, and then that's my sensu yellow, which I've just planted up. Over with the strawberries, silver skins, just bunching onions, just along there. So 4 or 5 in each bunch, just pick them by the bunch. Right, I'll show you, I'm swinging you around there. I'll show you my garlic, and then we'll get away home. I've just watered everything. It's not rained for a couple of weeks, so right into the greenhouse. So that's my garlic harvest, if you can see it for the sun. A few little ones there. So they'll just dry off in there. They'll just dry off in there. You can see for the light, but I just watered everything. I'm away for working for another week, so I've got the wine bottles in for. They're just sort of drip feeding each plant, but I'll give them a good water. Put a few more peppers in along the front, if you can see them. And that should be, we're just about set. I need to come and start and tie everything up because I'm getting a bit bedraggled. But here ho, all my fig trees are going mad, so I'm going to have to do something with that. If anybody's got any suggestions, I'm thinking about tying it up, staking it up to the roof, and maybe it's coming along a little bit of the roof a little bit, or taking the bottom ones out. But we'll see. That's next week's job. Right, I'm off home. Right guys, that's me for today. I've done two days worth in here of clips. I'll go home, put them together, and I'll see you on the next one. Catch you later.